Hello, all my beautiful souls. Coming live.
Yay!
Gotcha. Hey, everybody. What's up? Make sure that you're all muted. Yes, I love this. This makes my heart sing. Okay, I'm coming live from Katie Boyd's Misfit Club in Hudson, New Hampshire. I have my best turban on, so that means I'm extra spiritual because I'm wearing a turban. Feel free to write in the chat if you want to say hi to everybody. Joanne says, hello, ambitious queens. I'm so excited to see so many of your beautiful faces. Let me just admit small people in. I'm so excited. Okay, so you know me. I'm just getting right to it. This for me was spirit telling me to show up for everybody today. And you know me, I usually don't just do like off the cuff type of things like this. I'm very, very OCD, very regimented. I do what I say I'm going to do and I do it. And spirit, like all like this week was like, you know, people are really needing some stuff. And I don't like to use the N word, but I use it today. People are needing some stuff. And everyone's saying hi. Hey, it's so nice to see you guys. What's up, guys? I feel like, and tell me I'm crazy, but I feel like everybody right now is slowly coming out of the malaise, if you will, that we all have kind of been in throughout the last 18, 19, 20 months of my life, of your life, of all of our lives. There's been a really deep energetic shift that has happened. And this new moon that we're celebrating tonight in Scorpio is honestly next level. The energy is next level. So if we can, as a group, because it is always so much more powerful as a group to do this kind of work. So when you meditate with each other, when you do any kind of healing work together as women, it like just amplifies the energy through the roof. It just amplifies it. So that's why I wanted to show up here for everyone tonight and just talk a little bit about what this new moon is bringing in. So we're going to talk a little bit, just a couple minutes about that. If anybody has any questions, I am reading the chat. So if anybody just like has a question, throw it out there. I will answer it as soon as I have a chance. Sometimes I like to, well, when I do this work, I channel. So if I let myself get too distracted, it kind of like breaks me off from source. So I can get really deep into channeling and then I can stop for a second and I can read the chat. So feel free at any time just to ask questions in the chat. So we're going to talk about what this new moon is all about, what energies it's bringing in, what energies it's kind of shifting. And then I'm going to have you guys do some journaling because it's always wonderful on the new moon to kind of reflect back on what the last 28 days of your life have been and really think about all the things that are like, it's no longer working for you. It's no longer helping you with who you are, where you're going. It's holding you back. To think about the things that maybe you're being resistant to. I know that, you know, we're good little doobies, but myself included, we are resistant to some of the things in our lives that actually are what is going to catapult us to go to the next level. So for some of that, for some of us, that is getting rid of weight, that is physical weight that's holding you down. For some of us, it's being in a not so supportive or even abusive relationship. And that could be with a significant other. It could be a friend. It could be a family member. It could be a coworker. It could be doing things in your life that you think that you have to do, but really no one is holding a gun to your head. It's just a very limiting self-belief that you've placed on yourself. So what we do is on the new moon, we reflect back on the last 28 days of our lives and we say, okay, what is no longer working for me? And now that I can pinpoint and take radical responsibility for what's no longer working for me, now how do I plant the seeds for what is next, what is to come? And, people are like, oh, doing stuff with the moon is woo woo, right? And I'm like, well, honey, we're woo woo here, okay? But the moon makes the tides go in and out, and we're made of like mostly water. So you don't think that the moon is going to affect us? It does. I don't care what anybody says, it does. So if we can use the moon's phases, just like the full moon is when you just get rid of stuff. We do burning ceremonies, but the new moon is when we think about what's no longer working, and then we set the intentions. We plant the seeds for the next 28 days, okay? So the new moon is Scorpio. Scorpio is one of my favorite signs. So if you are a Scorpio, if that is your fixed sign, this moon is going to really do a number on you. But I love Scorpio because if you guys follow me on Instagram or you're part of the Ambitious app, you guys know that like I love like Halloween. I love anything that's witchy. I love horror movies. Like I kind of can be a little dark myself, but Scorpios are like the ultimate darkness. They are like the phoenix rising from the ashes of the zodiac. They love to die to be reborn. They love it. They love it. And I love that. So I really resonate with that part of Scorpio. And this is all about truly being, again, 100% truthful with where you're at right now in every way, shape, and form. If you guys obviously follow Ambitious, you know that I talk about the 6 life makers. So think about the 6 life makers. Think about your non-negotiable spiritual practices and your boundaries and your emotions and your health and your wellness and your relationships and your environment and your money mindset and your wealth and abundance. Think of those 6 things. And think about what parts of those 6 things are not working for you anymore. And where can you shine that light? Because remember, Scorpio is all about the darkness. So where can you shine that light into the dark crevices and the dark corners of your life to illuminate truth so that you can be the most ambitious that you can be? Because God did not put any of you on this earth to be mediocre. Like people don't understand that. I'm like, do you really think that God, when he or she or whatever universe was creating us, that it was like, I'm going to make some of these motherfuckers real mediocre and the rest I'm going to make really amazing? No, that's not true. And if you think that that's true, then you are smoking crack. You need to put down the pipe. Okay. Because that is not true. Each and every one of us here were made in God's likeness. Each and every one of us here were made to be the fullest expression of God and the universe that we can be. None of us were put here to be mediocre. If you are living in mediocrity, it is because you are choosing to live in mediocrity. Okay. And that is what this moon is all about, is about saying, okay, where in my life have I been mediocre? And where do I have to let these places die in me, even though it's painful, because death can be painful. Death isn't all rainbows and unicorns and sprinkles, right? Death can be painful. So where can I let these parts of me die so that I can be reborn and rebirthed into this new, next, leveled up, shiny, spiffy version of who God and the universe desire me to be, okay? So that's what this moon is all about. Now I want to ask you guys some questions. And I made some notes here because sometimes when I channel, I can get off on a tangent and then I'll start singing like Pee-wee's Playhouse and then it will be all downhill from there. Let me just check the chat real quick. Welcome to anyone who's new here to Ambitious. This is what we do. This is what we do. We are goddesses and we gather. That's what we do. Very, very, very witchy. Oh, hi, Racina. Oh, Christy. You guys are so cute. Oh, so Kath must have invited Christy. Thank you, Kath. You're the best. Michelle Kane, my bitches. Yes. Hello, soul sisters. Hey, Jules. Oh my God, this is so exciting. Aw. Hold on one second. Okay. Let's see here. Jill says, hey friends, great to be here with you. Welcome, Jill. So nice to have you here. Hannah goes, I need some stuff. Well, I will give you some stuff tonight, girl. Kathleen saying, my life is changing so fast. I think that everyone is feeling that right now. Like life is just like, everything is quantum, everything is super fast, everything is very skewed. Time is higher dimensional frequency right now. So the more you live in higher dimensions of frequency, the faster that time will go. The faster that time will go. Kathleen says, I let the planting begin and I'm ready for this change that is growing so fast. Absolutely, absolutely. I love it. Jen says, I feel that, Kathleen. That makes me let the butterfly out. Absolutely. And think about it. Think about the butterfly. You know, one of our soul sisters here, her name is Aileen Green. She's a coach, and her whole messaging is about being the caterpillar in the cocoon and breaking free. And we've had these conversations before where it's like people think like the caterpillar is just like in the cocoon chilling, like smoking a butt, like I'm gonna be so hot, yeah. And it's like, no, the caterpillar literally disintegrates. It goes through the worst, most disgusting, uncomfortable transitional phase when it's in its chrysalis. And then it breaks out, right? And did you know that if you help a caterpillar come out of its cocoon, you ever see a caterpillar come out of its cocoon and like you're a little kid and you're like, oh, I want to help the butterfly come out. You'll actually kill it. You will actually kill the butterfly because it needs to gather strength in its wings, right? It needs to dry off its wings. It needs to get stronger to be in its full expression of butterfly self. And if you actually help them get out of the chrysalis, you will kill the butterfly. And it's the same thing for us. When we're in our transition, we are alone, right? We have a lot of, especially if you're part of Ambitious protocols, and all the amazing things we do, we have a tribe, right? We call it the Bitchterhood. This is how we show up. We show up for each other. We get each other's back. We are our accountability partners for each other. We're each other's cheerleaders. We're all also each other's like call you to the carpet. We don't blow smoke up each other's asses, right? Even if it's really hard. But being in this energy of trying to bust out, you're alone. No one's helping you. And if they help you too much, they can hurt you. So this is what is alone on your journey and going and growing to that level of who you have to be to live life, as I say, ambitiously, right? Julie's saying, let all the bull fall off my back. Absolutely, let it go, let it go. I rebuke it. Not today, Satan, right? Okay, so if you guys have your journals, go ahead and pull out your journals, pull out your pieces of paper. I love seeing all the new people. If you're new here to Ambitious, can you just give us a, hey, I'm new, and tell me where you're from? Just type it in the chat. I love seeing all these beautiful new faces. So good. Okay. So here's the work that we're going to do. So like I said, when you're doing new moon ritual work, it's about planting the seeds for the next 28 days. So in the back of your mind, I want you to really think deeply of what you truly desire to accomplish in the next 28 days. Like, what are you just like, oh, what do you desire? And remember, the word desire is my favorite word. I'm a wordsmith, okay? I'm a wordsmith. I love words. Words have power, words have meaning. So I don't like when people say, I want blah, 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 or I need blah, blah, blah. If you were on the call earlier and I say, I'm going to say the N word, okay, it's need. I don't like that, because anytime you say the words I want and I need, it's saying to the universe, like, I'm lacking and I don't have enough, right? Desire, the word desire, it's like gives me chills, because the word desire in Latin means of the Father. Now, I don't care what your religious affiliation is, but desire, like divine, means of the Father, which can be the universe, it could be God, it could be Allah, it could be Buddha. I don't care what you're into, that's your business. But we all are here because we realize and know for a fact that we are part of something that's higher. There's a higher power up there, right? So I want you first No, actually, hold on. I just said that I'm a wordsmith and I'm saying the word want. I desire for you tonight. Sounds kind of sexy. It's like 1-800-HOT-HOT. I didn't know I was like Miss Madam Cleo and a phone sex operator tonight. Woof, I'm on fire. Okay. My desire for each and every one of you tonight is to write down what you desire for the next 28 days. So write down in your journal, I desire, and then fill in the blank. And it could be a million things, right? I desire to release weight that is making my body sick or feel uncomfortable or holding me back from, riding a ride at Disney World or having weird circus sex with my husband. Like whatever you freak shows are into, I don't know. It's none of my business. Get your OnlyFans account up quick, please, before they shut that shit down. Kim saying, don't judge me. Or is it, I desire to release old trauma, or I desire to heal my inner child, or I desire to have higher vibrational frequency relationships with my family or my friends, or I desire to deepen my relationship with my significant other, or I desire to quit my shitty ass job and be the badass entrepreneurial bitch that I was put here to be. I don't know what, I'm just like throwing shit out, and I'm also channeling your energy. So I'm sure as I'm saying stuff, you're like, that's me, that's me, that's me, that's me, right? So what is your deepest desire for the next 28 days? Because remember, you can, and right now it's funny because we're doing a round of Ambitious in 28. We like to call it A28P with all the girls on my protocol. And people are like, 28 days, like that's not enough time for me to reach A, B, C, D, E, F, G goal. And I'm like, honey, 28 days, you can move mountains. And anyone that's done the Ambitious 28 protocol knows that that's true. So 28 days, you can do a lot of shit, especially when you have a group of women around you like this, who are supporting you and cheering you on, and who got your back and your front and your side. Lori says, I desire to honor my word is law and my self-worth depends on it. Back to basics. I love it. So Lori is actually touching upon a phrase that I have all of my girls in Ambitious say, which is my word is law and my self-worth depends on it. Because how many times have you're writing right now, I know you're listening to me, but you're writing these things down, and there's a part of you inside that is actually like, you fucking liar. You're saying this, but you ain't gonna do it. You've been down this road before, honey. You ain't gonna do it, right? How many of you feel that? Raise a hand. If there is any bit as you're writing your desires, that there's any little twinge of you don't believe yourself, it will never come through. It will never come through for you. You have to, as you write these desires, you have to be so realistic and so raw. And you have to say to yourself, I don't give a fuck, come hell or high water, I am going to make this thing happen. Because you are powerful. You are ambitious. You are the HBIC, the head bitch in charge of your magical life. So when you say something and you renegotiate on your word, what does that show your soul? You're a liar. You're not worth it. You're not worthy. You're not enough. You're pathetic. You're a loser. You're a bullshit artist, right? Don't we all have these internal dialogues in our mind? Even the most hardcore mindset people, and I know there's a lot of you on here that I actually aspire to be like, your mindset is so amazing, but there's still this little voice in the back of your head that's like, oh, remember you said in 1997 that you were going to do this, and you're still fat, you're still broke, you're still with that trifling ass motherfucking man, right? It's okay, because today is a new day, and this is what the new moon energy does. And we were all witnessing what you're saying and holding that energetic space for you. So this is how you're going to do it, and you're going to do it this time. So what is your desire? The next is, what does success really mean to you? because Scorpios are obsessed with, they are obsessed with success. They love to succeed. They especially love to show everybody like, oh, you told me I couldn't do it. Well, look at me now. Scorpios love that shit. So what does success really mean to you, right? That's a huge question. Like, when was the last time you asked yourself and sat with yourself and said, what does success really actually mean to me, right? And the next question is, what is no longer working for you? What in your life is no longer working for you? And if you want to be a real badass bitch, write it in the chat so everybody can witness it. You want to be a badass bitch, write that shit in the chat so everybody can witness it. So what no longer works for you? What is no longer working for you? What lies are you telling yourself that are no longer working for you? What limiting self-beliefs are you carrying in your mind that is no longer working for your highest, greatest good? Like, tell me in the chat. Hannah saying, I desire peace within myself, and you can have it, and you can have it, right? But you gotta, there's tools, right? And ambitious, I talk about it. It's the 6 life makers. And if you don't do it, they end up being the life breakers, right? So tools are equal peace. Execution of the hard things is what actually equals peace. You know, I always tell people, if you want to have a hard life, do what's easy. If you want to have an easy life, do what is hard, right? I think Les Brown was the one that quoted that years ago. Joe saying, I desire to get 3/4 of my real estate course completed. We're holding you to it, sister. Kelly saying, I desire to complete my A28P flawlessly. How Beyonce of you. I love it. 2 snaps up and around the world. And if you're old as me and you know where that's from, God bless you. In living color. Monica saying, I'm feeling authentic AF. My desire is to ascend to the next level, mind, body, soul, and I'm going to figure out why I'm here. Let's go. I love it. We're just happy you are here, girl. We missed you. We don't like when you're not around. It's not cool. It's not fun. Jen saying, 2-parter here. 1, I desire to come embrace the blessings which are flying at me at warp speed. Ooh, child, you just made my punani tingle. I desire 2, to enforce my fierce boundaries and use no as a complete sentence. Round of applause. Round of applause. Love it. Aubrey said, itty bitty shitty committee. So Aubrey is fucking hilarious because she calls the voices in your head the itty bitty shitty committee. We love Aubrey. Aubrey's thebomb.com. But yeah, I just call it like Satan, but she has a way better, way better way to say it. It's called the itty bitty shitty committee. Kathleen saying, a year ago, I had no idea how powerful all you tell us was real. And I trusted it. I did it. And wow, 180 change on all levels. Plus I lost 40 pounds easily. I know. They don't call me the witch doctor for nothing, honey. Okay. Sandra saying, I desire to experience more joy in my life. Love it. Adrian saying, mediocrity, playing it safe. It's not working anymore. Absolutely. Especially not you, honey. You are big. You are big. You are big. You are larger than life. And God put you here for a very big purpose. And I've already told you this. So don't make me say it again. Okay. Don't make me repeat myself, bitch. Joe is saying, I have time to do it or get to do it. Such bullshit. Yeah. People always say that, like, I don't have time. But then I see their whole asses on Instagram all day, freaking talking about, you know, how they stuck their fingers up their ass all day, watched Netflix and ate bonbons. It's like, shut up. Don't tell me you did not have time. Stop it. Pam says, giving my power away. I am done with it. I love it. Christina saying, it's no longer working for me doing the bare minimum. Amen, sister. Now, see, I just got chills and my nipples got hard. Whew, cut glass. When Christina just said that, when she said it's no longer working for me doing the bare minimum, like spirit just said to me in my mind, radical responsibility. Radical responsibility. So we have to take radical responsibility and we have to hold the mirror up to ourselves and say, hey, you fuck, what the hell are you doing? Like, God did not put you here to be mediocre. But we have to take radical responsibility. We can't say like, oh, my kids or my husband or this or that or my work or whatever. People make time for what is important to them, right? Lori is done with caring what others think. Absolutely. Care what you think first. And then nothing else will matter, honestly. Shannon saying, I am done with fear, loose boundaries, negative thoughts that creep in, and loose bowels. No, I'm just kidding. I just threw that in there because it sounded funny. I love that, Shannon. Brooke is done with her office job with 2 vomiting emojis. Yeah, I mean, that makes my butthole pucker just thinking about working in an office job. I'm a free bitch, honey. I'm a wild horse. I need to run through the meadow. Monica says, realizing that my husband is waiting on a version of me that no longer exists. That's a tough one, man. Because, okay, so a lot of people's husbands hate me. I mean, I am adorable. I don't understand why, but because I help navigate people into their highest versions of themselves. And it's very scary for husbands and just boyfriends and men, significant others in general. I mean, just significant others in general. I'm not trying to be a sexist hoe here. You know what I'm saying? But we are talking about Monica's husband, is that they loved the part of you that was so comfy cozy that they didn't have to work harder to be up to that level. And unfortunately, like a lot of the men folk don't like me because their women end up becoming badass bitches, and their husbands are like, what happened to my little wife who was just so easy to control and boring and did whatever I told her to do, or was just homeostatic? No, homeostasis and comfortableness does not survive or thrive in an ambitious lifestyle. Sandra's saying my normal daily routine isn't working for me, and I have to go start showing up, getting out of bed earlier, exercise and meditate. Absolutely, right there, sister. Susan saying, playing it safe and giving my power away. Absolutely. Susan and I just had our one-on-one because she's one of my mentors right before here. We did the best cord cutting. It was so powerful. And she, like, her whole demeanor changed by the time that we were off that call. So absolutely. Aileen saying, allowing enemy energy to pull me down no longer works for me. 110%. Sandra saying, success is having people who love me and I love in my life. Absolutely. Success isn't about money. Success is about loving yourself, number one, right? And showing up in your purpose, because what people don't understand is when you're showing up with purity of heart and in your purpose, the money just comes. It's a universal law. And Michelle saying, ladies, this is woo-woo shit. She goes, this woo-woo shit works. It may take a hot minute, but you can move that needle bit by bit. And I moved away and I have been successfully self-employed for 5 months and going strong. Bye, Satan. Au revoir, Satan. Auf Wiedersehen, Satan. So proud of you. Hannah saying, what no longer works for me is making excuses as to why I can't do it all. Mama 3, well, fucking raise the roof. 1 biological, 2 amazing stepkids, want to work, go back to school and be the best mother I can be physically, mentally, and emotionally. Hannah, I love this. So let's just say not that I want to work, I am going to work. It might not happen tomorrow, but it's going to happen if that's what you desire. Stephanie saying, I desire to exist at a higher vibration and create a stronger community in New York City. Well, girl, I have lots of bitches that live in the Big Apple. So you just tell me and I'll hook a sister up. That's the best part about the ambitious movement is I have women all over the world, like all over the world. So you tell me that you're feeling a little sad and we will get you your power posse where you're living. Oh, I love this. This makes my heart sing. Okay. One more question here. I'm not going to go through everything. I really want to so bad, but I want to make sure that we get a good sound healing in, and I'm going to do some guided affirmations. You guys are so good. Okay. What must you release, or what must I release, right? What must I release in me that's dark, so that I may be the light? Because remember, Scorpios are dark. They love the darkness. And it's a good thing, because a lot of people in the spiritual community that I belong to, I don't fuck with these hoes. I do my own thing. But a lot of these people in the spiritual community that are like love and light and toxic positivity and namaste, it's not real. Okay. The real spiritual work is done in the darkness. It's done in the shit pit. It's done in the crevices of butt cracks and belly buttons. Okay. Let's be honest. Nothing up leveling in my life has ever come spiritually from like peace, love, hair grease. Like, no, it's come from oh fuck, what the fuck did I do? I have no friends. My life is falling apart. I feel so alone. Oh my God, that's where this growth comes from. Lori's saying my dark self-sabotage ways, right? How many of us here are self-saboteurs? All of us, right? Just when things are going good and you're like doing your best Saturday Night Fever dance. And then all of a sudden you're like, wow, I'm doing so good on my meal plan today. I might as well eat the rest of all the kids' Halloween candy. Right? Or wow, this relationship with this new guy I'm dating is so awesome. I better act like a psychopath tonight on our date. Been there, done that, honey. Because the truth of the matter is we're not afraid of the unknown, and we're not afraid of failure. So many of us, including myself, are actually afraid of success. Like, how good could it get? How healthy could I be? How amazing could my everyday life be? How good could I feel? How great could my relationships be? What kind of home could I really live in if I tried? And how much money could I see in my bank account if I actually wasn't being a dumb fucking loser? Okay, right? And then what do? You take the wrench and you throw it in the machine and the sparks fly and you're like, oh, I remember this. I'm comfortable with this. Self-sabotage is easy for me. No, it's you think it's easy, but in the long run, it's going to bang you in the booty with no lubrication, if you know what I mean. Okay, so cut the crapola. And part of this work that we do and continue to do in Ambitious is about letting the old us die so that the new us can be reborn, right? Okay, how are we all feeling? Feeling good? So Lindsay's saying, I release self-blame. Absolutely. Jen saying, I release the self-doubt and fear of success. I am embracing the light with open arms. Give that light a big old hug. Kathy saying, Katie, you taught me to be a lighthouse, and I really understand that more and more each day. So Kathy's talking about how there's a great book called Light is the New Black. If you haven't picked it up, it's by Rebecca Campbell. It's one of my favorite books. And she talks about being the lighthouse in her book. And she talks about how, people who are light workers, okay, whether you're a healer or you're a coach, or you just know that you were sent to this earth to help change the world and change people. The thing that fucks y'all up is you think that you are supposed to change them. But that is what is the problem. You're not supposed to change anybody. You have to be the lighthouse. And Rebecca Campbell says this so eloquently in her book, where she says, if you're a lighthouse and you're planted, your foundation of the lighthouse is planted on the edge of the ocean. You're on this beautiful cliff. And all your job is to do at night is to shine that light out into the ocean. And the ships come in, right? And the ships come in, and some of them are going to dock safely to shore, right? And some of them are going to get lost at sea. And some of them are going to get shipwrecked. But none of that is your problem. All you have to do is what? Shine the light. Shine the light. So if we wake up every day as light workers, as ambitious women, right? Who chose to come here for a higher purpose, to shift the trajectory of this earth, wouldn't it be smarter if we just led by example and showed up and just shined that light? And then what happens is the darkness is attracted to us, and then it has two choices. Either it remains in its darkness, or it has to level up to be the lighthouse as well. And that's the problem with so many people in the healing arts, that they're just like, oh, I have to fix everybody. And I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that I haven't been like this. I used to be like this bad. I used to hold people up and dangle them, and then I would get mad at them, and I would want to beat their asses and punch babies because they wouldn't listen to me. And I thought, how dare they? Do they know who I am? I'm Katie motherfucking Boyd. They should listen to me. Well, guess what? Just because I see people's potential doesn't mean that they see this for themselves. And guess what? That's okay too. Just be the lighthouse, shine your light. Kathy's saying, I must release that I am not good enough, talented enough, deserving enough, smart enough, experienced enough. Like Marianne Williamson says, who are you not to be? You are a child of the Most High God. Playing small does not serve you. It does not serve you. I love that. Monica says, realizing everything that you thought you wanted to make you happy is a farce. Hello, been there, done that, honey, right? Like I would say, Kim, KV's coming in hot. Oh, absolutely. So think about it, right? I always tell the story about like the first time I bought a really fancy car. I thought, oh, I made it. I have this Range Rover. I worked my ass off for it. And for like 2 nights, I would like look out the window and be like, hi, little Range Rover. I love you. Thank you for making me feel important and better than everybody. And then like 2 days later, I was like, oh, I'm still a miserable motherfucking bitch. Shit, back to the drawing board, right? Lori's saying, the little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I love that song. I love that song. You guys are killing it tonight. I love it. Pamela has arrived. Hey, Pam. Okay. So this is gonna be some work on your own. So I want you to take all those things that I just asked you. And I want you, after our call tonight, to just sit in quiet and really think about all the things in your life for the next 28 days that you desire to accomplish, and write those things down. And then in 28 days, we can come back and we can revisit it and we can see how far you've come, right? Sorry, I'm at my studio and my husband's doing some crazy weird kickboxing shit downstairs, and I'm ready to take his penis and tie it in a bow because I told him to keep it down. But men don't listen. Brain cells, just the synapses aren't firing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. So let's all close our eyes just for a couple minutes. And let's just do a little bit of release work. And then from there, we're going to go into a beautiful sound healing. And then everybody is going to go to bed. Some of you guys are going to double click your mouse before you go to bed. And you're just going to take a bath. And you're going to go to sleep. And it's going to be beautiful. And you're going to have beautiful dreams. Kim, I feel all of this. So glad I was able to jump on the Zoom tonight. I can't wait to do this work. Kim, we miss you, girl. I don't like when you're not on our Zooms. It makes me very, 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 very mad. Sandra says, we have another meeting with you after. Oh, that's right. Yes, we have our protocol call at 7 p.m. with the fabulous Amanda Greco. She's going to be educating us. I hope she can educate me on what the hell this is that I milked this for about 20 minutes this morning. And I know the whole time I was squeezing my face, I was like, Amanda's going to kill me when she sees my pimple. Listen, I have my period. Okay. I literally have a full diaper on right now and like 17 tampons. If I have one cystic acne, like, give me a break. Fuck. Let me squeeze it and love it. God, can I have any fun in this world, for Christ's sakes? Okay. Oh my God, period gang. Dude, I'm telling you, when you bleed with the new moon, it means you're a natural born teacher. When you bleed with the full moon, it means you're a natural born healer. I need to teach myself some things. Okay, that's the real damn truth. Let's be honest. Okay, so let's close our eyes and let's take some nice deep breaths together. So let's take a nice deep breath in through your nose, filling up your lungs. Exhaling all the way out, just releasing all the negative low vibrational frequency energy. Anything that's not serving you, just push it out, push it out, push it out, push it out. Let's take another deep breath, syncing our breath together through cross space and time, wherever you are, whatever time zone you're in. Take a nice deep breath in, holding it at the top and then blowing it all out, just letting it all go, just letting it all go, just letting it all go. And last one, biggest, deepest breath of the day, filling up those lungs. Exhaling all the way out. So I want you in your mind's eye, or you can say it out loud, whatever feels more powerful to you, to just repeat after me. I release all the darkness that's holding me back from my highest, greatest good. I release all the darkness that's holding me back from my highest, greatest good. I release all the darkness that's holding me back from my highest, greatest good. Next, repeat after me. I release all of the limiting self-beliefs that are holding me back from my highest, greatest good. I release all of the limiting self-beliefs that are holding me back from my highest, greatest good. Last one, deep breath. I release all the limiting self-beliefs that are holding me back from my highest and greatest good. Repeat after me out loud or in your mind's eye. I am no longer resistant to anything that is uncomfortable. Repeat after me. I am no longer resistant to anything that is uncomfortable. Last one. I am no longer resistant to what is uncomfortable. One more deep breath. And then when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Okay. So let's go ahead and get comfy. I'm going to do a sound healing, and then I'm going to just open up for any questions, concerns. Just don't give me your 2 cents because I really don't give a fuck unless it's nice. But everyone here is nice, so I care. You know what I mean? Whatever. Okay. So if anyone hasn't experienced sound healing, it is 5th dimensional frequency and higher. Sound healing is so amazing for so many reasons. I'm not going to get into all that and waste your time, but it actually will go into you on a cellular level, and it will release trauma and old negative stored energies that are in your cell. Because just so you know, the places where your trauma and low vibrational frequency energy is stored is actually on a cellular level. Okay, we're made of quartz crystal. My bowls are all made of quartz crystal. They're obviously alchemized with other things, but they're mostly quartz crystal. So the vibrational frequency actually will penetrate into your body and will help move any low vibrational, stagnant, stale, yucky trauma energy out. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and close our eyes, get comfy as you can, no matter where you are. If you're driving, don't get too crazy. And I'm going to head on over to my bowls that are behind me. Awesome. The first thing I'd like to do is I'd like to just call in our power posse and just move some energy with some Palo Santo. So everybody just close your eyes and let's call in our power posse. God, Goddess, universal life force energy, all of our guardians and our guides and our loved ones who are no longer here on this 3-dimensional earth plane, and all of our ancestors who came before and paid it forward so that we may live the life of our dreams. Fill up our vessels with your light and your love and your ancient wisdom, and help us tonight facilitate the releasement of what no longer serves our highest, greatest good, and the attainment of ultimate healing. And so it is. And thank you, thank you, thank you in advance. keeping your eyes closed. Start to become more aware of your body and your surroundings. You can start by wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, even taking your arms straight up overhead. And a big old stretch. Just bring a little bit of life back to the body. Then slowly come back, opening your eyes, coming back to the room that you're in. When you're ready, hi, hello, how's everybody feeling? Okay, that was violent for me, by the way. I don't know what got into me, but I was just like banging those things, banging them. You knocked my cats out. Oh my God. I love it. You are so welcome. Oh, thank you. I know everyone's like, when they hear me sing for the first time, they open their eye because they're like, how did this woman who swears like a truck driver and is so mean sing like that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Rosina, you make me cry every time. Good. Crying is cleansing. Crying is cleansing. I used to be like, only pussies cry. And now I'm like, you know what? Sometimes we all need we need a good cry. We need a good cry sometimes. It's very cleansing. Jen say, thank you so much. That was amazing. I wanted to puke in the beginning. Oh yeah, believe me, I did too. I was hitting those things and I was like, this is very uncomfortable, but I just, spirit moves through me. Jill says that evil laugh. So Adrian got kicked out during sound healing. We are actually we are recording this and we're going to put this up on the app. So you guys can watch the whole entire thing start to finish. It will be up there forever. Oh, Jill's saying tears are flowing here. Tears are shampoo for the soul. Oh, I love that. My mom loves your voice. Tell her, oh, thank you. Did anybody have anything come up for them that they want to talk about, or did they have any questions before we go for the night? Anything that I can explain further to anyone, or anybody comments, anything? Parched. I'm parched. In the meantime, while people come up with questions, tomorrow night, I have 2 Zoom calls. One is a call for Ambitious Ambassadors. So what Ambitious Ambassadors is in a nutshell is actually, I am choosing a handful of women who love Ambitious, who just want to get the word out about the Ambitious movement and about the Ambitious Academy that's actually launching January 3rd. And I'm going to be paying them to do what they do already, which is spread love about the Ambitious movement. So if you'd like to be on that call, I think that call is tomorrow at 5 p.m. Maybe Kim Fox can remind me, because I have 2 calls tomorrow evening and I keep getting them switched up because they're both AA in my mind. So Ambitious Ambassador call. Oh, thank you, Jen Bailey. I appreciate you. So 5 o'clock is the Academy call, and 6:30 is Ambitious Ambassadors. So the 5 o'clock call is all about Ambitious Academy. We have a 12-week program that's launching January 3rd, and it is going to be the best thing that I have ever invented in my life, if I do say so myself. So just saying, you know me, my ego is not too big, just a little big. It's just, I'm working on it, but it is the best thing that Kim Fox and I have ever invented in the history of Ambitious. It's a 12-week program. It's going to be literally next level. It is going to be the rawest, realest shit that you've ever experienced in your life. So if you are interested in getting more information about the Ambitious Academy that's launching January 3rd, be on our 5 o'clock call. If you are interested in getting paid to talk about Ambitious, be on our 6:30 call. If you want to do both, be on our 5 o'clock call and be on our 6:30 call tomorrow evening. If you go on the Ambitious app, you will see the registrations for both on the main wall in the Ambitious app. Jill says, what if someone texted during your chat earlier when we were journaling, someone I don't speak to, trying to decide if I respond and if that will help to release? Would love to know your feels. So I believe that nothing is coincidence. So if that happened during when you were doing this work, I would definitely text them back. And before I text them back, I would just ask, your guides and your angels to just guide you in the right direction with that. And whatever will be, you know that. You trust, girl. Yeah, Jen saying it's definitely a sign. I agree with you 100%. She goes, yeah, just not knowing what kind of sign yet. Gonna sit with it. Yeah, sit with it. You are a free bitch and you can sit with it before you make any decision. Jen saying, don't overthink. Jen saying, during sound healing, I felt pressure mid-forehead and then to the right part of my forehead. So mid-forehead is your third eye, right? That's all of your intuition comes from. That's where your gut feeling actually comes from. It's not from your gut, it's from here. You just might feel it in your gut, but your third eye and your gut are connected. And if it was over to your right-hand side, that is your masculine energy. So think about something that's going on in your life that has to do with intuition about masculine energy. Someone masculine, a man, or someone who holds masculine energy in your life. Sandra saying, I felt a vibration in my chest, which I know I need to work on my heart chakra. Yeah, if anybody felt heavy in their chest or vibratory in their chest, it might mean that your heart chakra could be a little blocked. I do healing sessions for that. Sandra, I know that we've done like an introduction type healing session for that. I will start posting. I've been not good about this, but I will start posting my openings for in-house and also virtual healing sessions on the app. So look out for that. I will also inbox all of you with opening availability to my healing sessions too, because sometimes you just need someone who knows how to get in there and help you work it out. But yeah, definitely heart chakra. Christine's saying, that's interesting. I've been getting headaches on the left side of my head only. Left side is your feminine side. So what going on in your life has to do with feminine energy, women in your life, right? Co-workers in your life, maybe something like that has to do with mother stuff. So left-hand side of your body is your feminine side and the right-hand side of your body is your masculine side. So if you really understand that on a soul level, you'll start to be like, oh, I just got into a fight with my husband. Now like my right shoulder hurts, or I'm having some daddy issue stuff this week. My like left lower part of my back, my right lower part of my back hurts, things like that. Just something to be more aware of. Okay, so I hate to skadoosh, but I have my protocol call now with Amanda Greco and all the girls from 5D. So this was absolutely amazing. I hope that you all enjoyed it. I hope that you all got something out of it. The healing from the bowls and what we did tonight will keep going on over the next couple of days. Feel free to inbox me over on the app if you have any questions that maybe you just didn't feel comfortable saying out loud, but I've been more than happy to help you with any of that. But inboxing me on the app is like having my cell phone. So just DM me on the app and ask any questions. But this was an amazing evening. Happy new moon blessings, and go do that work and release that shit and plant those seeds so that in the next 28 days, you all grow exponentially. Love each and every one of you. And don't forget to stay ambitious. Peace out, girls. Love you.